Hello, YouTube. It's ISU Reaper 1 here, and welcome back to round 5 of my F1 career of the 2010 season here in Catalonia. It looks gloomy, but now I'm sure the sun will pop out maybe tomorrow. It's glad to be back. I've been quite busy. Still am quite busy, but I thought, what the heck, the season's finally underway. Let's go ahead. I can crack off a quick race today. And there we are. The home Grand Prix for my team Hispania. Catalonia is an okay track as I show you a run through the lineups here. Qualifying, it was kind of like Shanghai, kind of surprising. I ended up 16th. I think Nico had a penalty or something because the
forecast is good for this session. Dry weather all the way.
I was last in Q2, so I don't know why. Go ahead and get setup working here. Check the tires. 12 laps. It's a bit long, but that's okay. You see the teammate challenge. Race-wise, we're even. I've definitely got him on the qualifying. I'm becoming a qualifier, which normally it's the other way around. Usually a race better than a qualify, but this season it seems to be I get that one hot lap in.
Starter up, car to track.
But I was like Shanghai, I was slow, and in the last seconds of Q3, I managed to get well into the midfield. So, finger boy on pole. Here I am in 16th, and my teammate behind me in 22nd.
This is the team's home race. Trying to give them one to remember.
I'll give them something to remember. To Hispania, dude. They've been, and here we go off the line, and here we go. Down into the first corner. Hulkenberg gets a spot. Let's see who else gets a run. There goes Agaswari. Easy break in the first corner. He's on option. And there goes Covey. Couldn't hold it. And I've been getting a lot of questions in the media about, oh, well, you're not going to win the title this season. So my team's kind of pissed at me for being realistic. I'm like, we're a backmarker team. We're likely not going to win any title this year. We'd be lucky to score a point. Let's be honest.
Go for the overtake, but watch he doesn't block you when you attempt
Yes, Rob. First lap, just trying to be cautious here. I'm on the faster options. But then they were asking me about development too, and I've vented my frustration. I was expecting another upgrade this race, but I didn't get anything. I said, so the only upgrade they've given me is the cruise throttle setting. You bastards. And then they yell at me for saying, well, and I didn't really say anything bad. I just says, well, you know, they're doing what they can. I was trying not to be too negative, but yeah, the team were resentful. I should have showed you that before we started the video, but the team's already not pleased with me this stage of the season.
And brakes are at optimal temperature.
Okay, so I had a decent start, as you can tell. Got Kobayashi right behind me. But yeah, the team, I don't know what its deal is, to be honest with you. And they gave me some high goals. If you saw in the loading screens, they wanted me to start in 15th and finished 12th. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I was looking to start 16th. Like, jeez. Getting the Q2 for the 3rd race in a row, I think they'd be somewhat impressed.
Stay with him, stay with him. He might make a mistake.
And there, I just ran wide in that slow corner. This, and oh, I hate this dog. I hate this little chicane. You're gonna see later on how much I struggle with it. But the team has been setting some very high goals lately. I don't know if it's because I had such a good run to Shanghai, but you know, I'm already down to 20th. Here I try to bonsai. Oh, and I tap Kobayashi. Try to do a Kamui. On Kamui, he has none of it. But Catalonia is such a tricky track, and the original AI for this game, for Legend, the hardest difficulty Legend mode on this track was insane. So yes, it's bumped down to easy, but there's still.
The tires are within the optimum temperature zone. Tires are at optimum temperature.
They're still quite quick. See, I'm still putting good lap times in. Yeah, this 3rd sector, it's a tricky sector. It's a lot of wheel spin. Very easy to spin out. I spun at it all in practice with no upgrades. Just did the one practice on the last P3 practice and worked my way up to qualifying and managed to get the Q2, which was I didn't expect because I think at least 3 seconds off the pace after P3 because I was just trying to remember the track and try to get my groove on. Here down in the long front stretch into turn 1. Turn 1's pretty easy. Pretty free flowing. Into this long 5th gear corner for me. Run a little bit wide though. You gotta lift off a little bit. Now coming into this corner, very easy to overshoot this corner.
Your brakes are at optimal temperature.
I overshoot it quite a bit because you want to try to get that fast coming out of that long hairpin here. I tend to get very careful through that corner because the wheel spin. This little corner here, this left-hander, oh, I don't care for it. A little uphill left. Then they go into this right-hander here. You almost can do it full throttle. If I wasn't in an HRT, I probably could. Now again, this long stretch into this very tight corner.
We can take this guy.
Very easy to go wide there on that runoff, and you'll see me use it a lot later in the race. Just because lap cars and whatnot. Here, this little chicane, oh, I hate it so much. You have to go so slow through there. I spun there numerous times during practice and even the last Q2 run. I made an effort to get 15th, but it didn't work. So there we go. We're 5 laps in, and not too bad at 20. It's pretty respectable. And Glock's not really. He's there, but he's not there. Kovalainen's gone though. Jeez, the Lotus is tough. But still, I'm putting in green sector time, so.
Should be coming in for tires within the next 2 laps.
And when I heard that, the tires, I thought, would it be possible? Should I try to get there even because pit a little earlier than 12 if everybody's going to be pitting early? So I definitely thought about it quite a bit. I'm like, well, there, got another.
You're just ahead of Glock.
Yes, Rob, I know. So I had to think about it. Thought about the last few laps because I'm like, these options will go pretty soon, but the times aren't. I'm not losing too much grip. and figured if I could stay out on these as long as I possibly can, I could, you know, save my primes for not running the primes as long. Still, I was still up on that lap, so 1 and 3 are good right now. So I'm thinking, it's not letting off, so let's just keep going. So yeah, today as I recorded this, it is, well, the first race has already been done with. Being in America, and I totally forgot to put it on the DVR, so I did miss it.
The engine is in the optimal temperature zone. Your car should be at peak.
But I did find out who won. I might try to catch a replay of it. I was kind of pissed I forgot to replay it, but it's been a pretty hectic weekend. College basketball in the States, it kind of takes over. All I can say is too much drinking and too much puking. Oh, it's rough. But, I felt good today. I thought, you know what? I need to get one of these videos out because it's been a while. And I just didn't feel like cracking open the textbooks today. So I was like, I want to get a race in just for fun. And there, my left front's starting to go. Still on lap 6. I'm like, I might be able to make these last to lap 12. I definitely felt like my pace was good in the 8 here today. I'm not blowing anybody away, but Kobayashi's not really pulling away from me. Well, he is, but not that much. But oh man, you can see the back markers there, or not the back, the front of the field. They're all bunched up together still. Weber's leading the race. I believe he's leaving the championship. I needed to look at the stats before I started. But yeah, I guess the big news out of this for me and this team is there's a little bit of friction at the home Grand Prix. I guess they expect me to get points here at their home race, and I'm like, well, you need to give me some damn upgrades. And so now I got to decide, well, do I keep bashing them, or do I just try to end the fence? I just don't see it happening. And there I go, run wide. It's easy to do. Not ideal, but you don't get hurt too bad if you run wide there. It's kind of tricky because getting up there, they only have the 100-meter mark to break, and there I run wide there. Easy to do there as well. I guess it's better than the old long apex they had there before, but still, it seems like you go way too slow. And I just try to make up so much time through there, I end up messing up. Yeah, I'm saying, but as far as the layout of the track, it's one of the it's not a bad track for me. Parts of it I like, parts of it I don't like. And I'm just in an HRT. It's just gonna be tough. It's tough. It's tough when I'm not just making setup adjustments and doing whatnot. It looks like Vettel took the lead. I wonder if he passed Weber or Weber pitted, because I think some cars are starting to pit at this point. My fronts are starting to go.
You're just ahead of clock.
Now my tires are all yellow. Not to be any obvious or anything. Oh man. But yep, now we're in the European rounds. So I'm having a feeling I'm not gonna get to do what I did in Shanghai, which I have to look. I can't remember where I finished. I want to say 19th. I wrote.
There's a Toro Rosso just in front of
And
you.
you can see there's some of the early pitters. Coming to this corner. Yeah, my lines are not bad. I mean, I was, like I said, the qualifying definitely was surprised. I was averaging I figured I was doing about 127s were kind of my top average, but all of a sudden I pulled out a 125. And I just really made up time here in the second sector on just one lap. And I was 127s the first part of Q1, and then right at the very end, with 5 minutes to go, I came in and said, screw it, put on fresh. I said, well, I got nothing to lose. I'm not going to just put on some fresh primes. I put the fresh set on, and last lap, boom, 125. I was like, oh no, my first lap, and I'm like 125. I'm like, ooh, mid-pack. I think I ended up being 13th in Q1, so I was like, ooh. But it was just, I wasn't able, I used both my option sets from qualifying, so I was going to have to run on a used set in the next session, so I waited till the last 5 minutes to go out. I didn't do any laps before that, and I just couldn't, my options were, on both sets were pretty worn by that point. I can start to see now that I'm losing a bit of time now. The options are definitely wearing off. But I think I've made the decision at this point. I'm just going to keep at it because I'm going to try to pull a gap with the guys behind me. Just try to be smart here. The more I can pull away on these worn options, the better it'll be for me. At least that's what I think. 32 laps here is not very long, but it's a fun track. It's a fun track to race. I enjoyed it. I didn't think I would have as much fun here as I did like at Shanghai or Bahrain. Some of the better tracks I'm a little bit more suited to them. Yeah, I hear that from Rob, and I'm like, okay, now I'm definitely not coming in until I have to pit. I gained 2/10 on that lap. And the gap to Truly is getting bigger, so I'm like, But here, any moment, my friends will really start to go. Again, another 2/10 up on that lap. I'm like, oof. I was definitely in the zone on this first stint of options. I was definitely feeling the groove, feeling good. Oh, fuck Ferrari. Oh, that'll give me some booze, I'm sure, but no, they're alright. Oh, man, the Aussie bastards back in first. But, yeah, I need to watch the race because I heard about Ricardo getting disqualified and finishing second. I'm like, ooh. And then, all the problems like Hamilton and Vettel had, and kudos to Rosberg, man. The Mercedes engines look like the real deal, so this could be another. Oh, and I run wide there. Oh, not good to do in the dog leg. Just kill all of my momentum. I think the grip was finally starting to go.
It's in this lap. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
So now they're saying coming to the pits. But yeah, something about for Ricardo, what the fuel flow, the fuel flow rate was way too high. I mean, that'd be shitty if. Shut up, Rob. I still don't know what. I mean, from reading the story, it sounds like they're just having a bad sensor on it all weekend, and they told them what the problem, but that one might get That one might take a while to resolve, maybe.
Remember to pit this
But
lap.
we'll see how Red Bull says they're gonna fight it, so might as well. Crazy though, with that stand, the McLarens are up there, second and third. So yeah, I wish I had more to talk about during the race, but I did not watch it. I'm kind of kicking myself. I was like, how can you forget? And I'm like, well. A lot of drinking helps you forget stuff. Forget to record stuff and making plans and whatnot. Into the box I go. Nobody pitting behind me, which is always good. 4-4.
There's some traffic at the pit exit. Watch out as you rejoin the track.
And there's a car coming out. Oh, it's Degrassi. Degrassi's not having a good race here. He's been pretty good this season, but I'm at the back of the field. Now, I was going to check to see what tires Senna started on him. He had to start on primes. Because there's no way he'd be 20 seconds up the road on me and not have pitted already.
Careful when you try the overtake. Watch for any counter.
So I'm trying to. I'm being a bit aggressive here. I know if I don't stay on Ricardo, I'm gonna Degrassi. I'm not gonna be able to. I'm gonna be losing some time. So I think he just pitted as well.
Push it, push it. We can overtake this guy easily.
And I can see my teammate holding up 2 back markers. So I'm like, oh, here we go. We got a chance. But can I catch Degrassi? He's slow through here. He's awfully slow. Get a good run out of that. That was a good line through the chicane. Here I go. Oh, that last turn's so bumpy. Get a toe down the front stretch.
Can't let this guy hold us up much longer. We need you to pass him.
Oh, having that low downforce really helps. And I get by him. Can I hold through this first corner? And I do quite easily. So an overtake. Something you don't see on my videos very often. Yay. Good stuff. And a quick first sector. Almost half a second. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on when he's pitting. So Glock's still ahead of me. I'm assuming Truly's in front of him with my teammate.
You're trailing 3 places behind Bruno.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of updates about Bruno's position. I'm like, I understand. Is he gonna pit? It didn't feel like he pitted to me, but to be honest, at this point of the race, I thought, okay, well, they'll come back to me. I gotta be clean. God, I hate that chicane. I can't reiterate how much I hate it. Pulling away from Degrassi, so I think we have something for the Virgins this race, but I don't know what, because we definitely didn't do any upgrades. It just bugs me. Is the team's resenting me because they don't give me upgrades. Well, the media asks, well, why your upgrades have helped you? I'm like, what upgrades? Cruise control doesn't help me during a race. I said, I don't even have any minor upgrades like, brake discs or, some little extra rear downforce on the car to help it. Nothing. So maybe at Monte Carlo. The next round. So let's see to split the Glock. Are we gaining anything on the group in front of me? Be very careful running wide there because that gravel trap will eat you up and switch you out. Wow. Good time. I've got it 13 seconds to oh, it's Kobayashi. Okay. Not Truly. Truly must be behind me. No, just Degrassi. Okay. Oh, that's the leader. Yeah, you can see the leader's already starting to get closer. All I can say about that chicane, be very careful going through it. That's all I can tell you. Half a second lap on a lap, and okay, we're gaining some time. We're gaining some time. That's all I can ask for. Just come on, come back to come. I was like, here we go. You can see, oh, I think somebody just got by Bruno there. Yeah, somebody did pass Bruno. So Kobayashi should be right behind him.
Bruno is just 2 places ahead of you.
It must have been Kovalainen. Because Kovalainen and Kobayashi are right by each other. Yeah, I still don't know where the team's getting off thinking we're going to finish 15th in our home race. Not in this car. 18th, maybe. Things fall your way, but yeah, not 12th. We'll just keep pounding them out here, trying to keep up. I was a bit faster at that last corner, so it was definitely helping me. Definitely got on the power, having a short shift, and now I'm 20 seconds down to Truly. Huh? Oh, because he just pitted. So Truly just pitted. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, huh? But there's somebody up on the road. So Truly leapfrogged me. I cannot tell if he pitted twice or not. Because I think it's a little early to be pitting for going from a prime option run. He must have went double option, because there's no way he could have went 2 laps. One stint on a prime. One stint for 17 laps on options. So he must have 2 stopped, and he still got in front of me, which a sign of things to come? Yeah, probably. Dang, this AI toolkit being too damn good. Should have made this series more in my favor. Cheated to win. Oh, run wide there. And Glock must have pitted too. No, I think Glock just went into the pits. Yep, because I'm up 22nd now. So Glock was just the one we just passed in the pits. Wow. This car just doesn't have the speed I need. I think I really need the fast throttle map. I really do need it. A track like this, I could definitely use it to my advantage.
You're trailing 3 places behind Bruno.
That Truly joke with me was kind of a surprise. I thought I was putting down pretty decent laps, but I am on the slower tire. Red engine on that corner always. Just so bumpy. So bumpy and you get so much wheel spin that it just over as the engine. I am using the same engine I had in Shanghai. It was a little bit fresher than the original engine I started for the first 3 Grand Prix. But, like I said, my goal, for those who don't watch it, I'm now.
Trulli should be due a tyre change within the next 3 laps.
Okay, so they said Trulli has to pit again, so I figured he'd slot in behind me. I was like, okay. I'm like, is he? So he might have been started on primes, but then went to options, but has to go to another option. The 2 stoppers are kicking my butt in this race. And there's the leader.
Let the car immediately behind through. You're not racing him.
And there I decided to take the runoff and let Alonso by. He's leading the race. Fernando. I don't know how the Ferraris looked. It seemed like Fernando was up there when he finished 4th or something in the first race, and Kimi was a bit farther back. But it seemed like a whole lot of Mercedes up in the points. And now that the leaders lapped us on lap 21. So I don't get why the back mark, but now I'm gonna lose a little bit more time because I got these back markers through. And look at that, Kubica, 2nd place. He must be on a longer stint. He must have started. I think he was on option, so he might not have pitted yet for his, or on his prime. He's probably getting ready to pick for options. But no, look how by, and it is Vettel, the pole sitter, down to 3rd. I must be losing time to Trulli by now. There I go. Again, I just courteously moved to the right and let Weber by, although I cut in front of.
They're getting ready to receive someone in the Lotus garage. Looks like Trulli will be stopping within the next few
Hamilton.
laps.
Yeah, had to salt for him and don't want any more of those stupid penalties. And somebody's in the pits. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Wasn't Trulli. Must have been one of the leaders. I'm guessing it has to be Kubica. So Bruno's having a nice little Bruno train right there. 2 cars behind me. So I don't know where Bruno's getting his speed. He ain't sharing his setups with me though. Bastard. I mean, I'm keeping up with these lead cars. They're not really pulling away by much like they normally do. Usually when they're light, I mean, they're pulling away. Don't get me wrong. They're, Hamilton's going to be gone here in the next lap, but I felt like I was keeping somewhat up with him considering what I had. Slow HRT. Give me something to remember, yeah. Well, I think I ran wide there, let him by. Oh, that's Felipe, baby. He's now at Williams, which will be something new to get used to. Now he's been at Ferrari he was at Ferrari forever. Like 7 years or something like that? 7, 8 years? Come on, get that toe. We need that. Come on, drag me. And again, someone else. Oh, okay, that was Alonso that pitted. So it did. Yeah, it had to have been Alonso because he was leading the last lap. So it's Vettel into first place. Right now, I'm just ahead of the Virgins. Yep. Massa, 4th. Felipe is right now faster than Fernando. Mark it down. Ah, they're so quick through there. I just can't hold my car through there.
You're trailing 3 places behind.
I know. What the hell? Rob, why are we 3 places behind? We started like 4 places ahead of them. How is he holding up so much faster than me at this point? I do not know. And there's a mistake. Oh no, there's that chicane biting me.
Blue flag conditions. Let the car
Oh, it's a
immediately behind
cock up.
through. You're not racing
At the
him.
2/3 distance. Oh. And I get in front of this trolley of cars. Oh, this is gonna hurt. I'm like, get by me. And, oh, and I like lock by on accident. I'm like, no. So that mistake's.
We're well down in our predicted finishing position. We need to make up a lot of places.
Oh, that's not my fault, Rob. This is crappy strategy. I said, you give me a strategy that's shit. That's why I kind of wish they had, like, if you ever played the F1 Championship Edition on PlayStation,
Come on, you can take this guy.
they had a cool feature where it had, like, on the practices, it would just tune certain things out and you just do a quick lap and then time it and then make adjustments from there. But then it would figure out, okay, you're going to need to pit. We're going to put you on a 2 or 3 stopper or whatever. This is what we're going to do for the weekend.
That's 22nd place. You've moved up to 20.
Hey, there's a pass. That is 2 passes in one video. There's 2 clean passes in a video. That is right. Oh, and I hit the dang chicane again. And there it goes. And
The computer is showing a waved blue flag against your name. Let the car behind through. If you get a chance to overtake the car ahead, then do so.
you heard Rob. He told me to pass DeGrassi if I had to, and I'm gonna. He's slowing down. I'm gonna take that spot right back and slow brake check him. Like, get by me, get by me, get by me, please. Oh, and I almost become the meat sandwich there. What's up beside me? I think that's DeGrassi. Yeah, that is DeGrassi, so I shove him wide. Not today, Junior. You just know your role. So now I gotta try to catch block.
You need to let the car behind you past. He's not racing you for position.
Goes Button. Not having a good race. So I think these lap cars are going to make it hard for me to pass my teammate. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. And there's a Grassi. He's right on my ass. Is he going to bonsai me? I think he hit me there. Yeah, he did hit me there. There he goes. He got by me.
Okay, we've lost the
Oh.
position. Keep on his
But I
tail,
get it
trying
back.
to take it back.
Yeah, that slow corner where you have to slow down for, I got constantly rear-ended there. And you can see I did. Bruno, and there I made it through it clean. Holy crap. I can't believe I did it 2 laps in a row. I'm like, ah. So we're getting to the final 3rd stint, and I can see a car slowing up, and there's Glock. So we might be able to get Glock. And I see him, I'm like, ooh, I'm going to get that dang position back. Dang it. He should be slowed up because he's got cars in front of him, so it should be pretty easy pickings.
Go for it. We've
Can
got
I
this
make it
guy.
3? Come on. Turning to be a more interesting race than I originally thought. I thought it'd be quite boring. Slow way up for that corner. A little too much. didn't want to risk it. And now, and the Grassi's way off. Come on, Glock. Yield. Yield. Come on, yield to the Reaper. Come on. Oop, almost spun there. Through there, good. Is he slow through the chicane? He's going to be slow through the chicane. I don't get a clean exit, and I lose a little bit. Oh, he's slow out of that corner. I'm going to get him. This is...
Don't let him hold you up. Get past him this lap. You can do
Oh,
this.
there it goes. I'm going to take the outside. A little bit late braking, but not bad. Oh, that's clean, and I make it count. So, while I'm busy spinning out on that dog leg, I believe Bruno pitted. So Bruno taking full advantage of my screw-ups. And he is 28 seconds up the road. So I think he did pit. Because I was thinking, okay, well maybe, I'm sure he's lapped by now, so he's got it, those back markers got to be on him. I don't see him on the mini-map. Oh, he's on the front stretch. So it doesn't look like he's yielding yet, so he's still 27. He's 27 seconds up on the road with 2 mistakes, and all these back markers have definitely compromised my rate. Having to let the leaders go. Trying to be more careful through that chicane. Getting off of it pretty well, but getting into it's tricky. How? How is Bruno faster than me? I do not understand this. He's a punk. Ugh. Not looking good. How am I supposed to impress anybody next year if I can't beat my teammate in a shitty car?
Fox trailing you by 5 seconds.
So the good news is we pulled a 5. I mean, we're pulling away from the virgins quite easy, but Bruno, even in practice, he was like top 50. He's like 15th in practice, which is crazy. He was super quick, and I'm like, okay, the team.
Alonso is the fastest man on the track at the moment.
The team must be giving him some nice upgrades, not giving me shit. I don't think the team's being very fair with their car. I mean, he is the #1 driver and all, but still. I'm getting all this hand-me-down crap. Oh, we're getting there. Only a few more, only 5 or so laps to go. No, 4. We're a lap down. So, in the closing stages, we're pretty much probably going to be stuck here in 22nd unless something happens. Unless Bruno decides to.
The computer is showing waved yellows in sector 2. No overtaking, and watch out
And
for
I
debris on the
was
track.
when I Rob on the radio saying there's a spin in sector 2. I thought, yes, Bruno spun trying to get out of the way of somebody. But and the sector times don't. He's still 27 seconds up the road, so it tells me it wasn't him. So one of the lead cars is spun. Not for sure who. Because I believe they DNF'd. Oh, it's so frustrating. Well, it's 8 seconds, but I got more lead cars behind me. Like every time I get a nice run going, I gotta yield to some Faster traffic. Not my fault. It's the car's fault. I'm gonna keep blaming the team. I mean, yeah, I mean, those spins are all pretty much my fault. Running up on the curb, but got a little time back there. And then you see Hamilton right now is 21st. Oh, what the heck? So Hamilton was the guy who spun. I thought, well, he might spun and. I don't see a car beached out here, so. And he must have gone up that uphill section because now I'm up to 21st. So it was Hamilton was gotten in an incident. And there goes Covey and Barrichello. I'm like, ugh. Damn you, Covey. Almost run into Barrichello right here. I'm like, keep going. And this car, if it had some upgrades, it might be a little bit more competitive. But maybe we just don't have any money. And I think we get to see a pass here. Oh, Barrichello's looking. Right on Kobe's bumper. Is he going to try to take him here in this slow sector? He's inside, and he does take the position. Good job, Rubinho. Now, Kobe should pull away because he's been pretty quick. He's another one's been quick all week. And all of a sudden I get a blue flag. I'm like, where? There's nobody there. So I slow way down. Let another one by. Let Luigi by and somebody else. I think that was might have been Cito, I can't tell. So now Truly is now in the 20th. So Bruno got up to 19th. Ugh. Again, how did Truly get so far damn ahead of me?
Your engine is looking like it's getting hot. Change gear at lower revs.
Too many mistakes. I'm just too slow. Yeah, Truly's 30 seconds up the road. There's no way I'm going to catch it at this point. Not with a lap to go. Frustrating. I mean, it could have looked. I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but still, it's frustrating when I make a mistake there. Forgot to brake. Frustrating weekend, man. Well, let's try to finish this off and not make any more mistakes here. Try to get something out of it. I'm pretty sure Bruno's probably got the faster lap than me if he's ahead. Ugh. How? I just asked myself. Ugh, I better get some upgrades. Something that's worth something. Down to the chicane. We get ready to do the final lap. No, it was great to get back on here and do a race. I know. I apologize. I mean, my subscriber count's up, which is cool. I might try to do another Empire video here. For those who watch that series as well. I do have some other series planned, but it was going to be after the second week of April kind of thing, where my schedule might get freed up a little bit, but it's kind of, after that, it's kind of hit or miss to whether how frequently I could do videos. I should be okay for at least a month or so where I could cram out videos unless something comes up. But I still gotta study for my test. It's coming up second week of April, so I don't see myself doing another F1 video till then. But I thought, well, since the season started, and I felt good enough today to get in the car and drive a little bit. Burn off some of this frustration. And there goes the winner, Vettel. Finger boy. Gets on pole and wins it. I mean, I enjoyed this race, but man, it was frustrating that mistakes and getting lapped like that just, ugh. I thought my pace was decent, but apparently not so. Cross the line.
A slightly disappointing result, but at least we got to the end.
Yep, you see the hammer. DNF. Run to the lineup here. So Red Bull 1-2. And then Massa getting on the podium with Alonso, Kubica, Rosberg, Sutil, Schumacher. A lot of Germans there. And then De La Rosa. So both Spaniards getting the points, and Petrov gets the last point. Button doesn't get up. Neither McLaren gets points. Oof, rough weekend. And then Kovalainen was up there, Alguersuari, and then Bruno. Ugh. 19th. So he answered my Shanghai challenge pretty easily. So we'll look at the points. Weber still leads the championship by 5 over Vettel, his teammate. Then we got the McLarens, the Ferraris, Kubica, Rosberg, Luizzi, Schumacher, Alguersuari, Sutil, De La Rosa, Petrov, Wimmy, Kobayashi, Barrichello, Hulkenberg with points, and then the back markers with no points. And the constructors, Red Bull definitely get a big jump. It was, I think, a point difference. Now it's quite a bit. Ferrari, Renault, Mercedes, Force India, Toro Rosso, Sauber, Williams, and the rest of us. As you can see, didn't reach our qualifying objective. They should have known better. 12th. Are you kidding me? In this Grand Prix. On this track. And my rep does not go up yet. So the media, I get 2 interviews in a race weekend, which is rare.
How do you think your performance this weekend has measured up to the expectations of your team?
I was trying to think, well, trying to be positive. They do have high expectations, but I'm like, well, you got to ask them.
The team have been burning the midnight oil recently to make sure you've got a car that's capable of winning races. You must be happy then with the work they're putting in.
Of course they could do more, but I said they've been working hard.
Now you've got a fairly distinctive driving style. Does the setup of your car suit the way you drive?
It's pretty flexible to what I can do. I mean, I'm not going to be too picky of the car. I'm just curious to see, and look at that. Oof.
Hey, the team want to know what you're playing at. Talking about them like that in the press?
I didn't think I said anything that bad. I was pretty neutral. But obviously the team were not happy with me here in Catalonia. So, on that note, the next race is in Monte Carlo. So we'll see you there. Take care. I hope to have it out maybe in April. We'll see. But till then, guys, enjoy, and hope to see you soon.